Today, we're going over how to review your solo queue games. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so let's get right into it. First things first, we want to be very specific about what we're doing here. When I'm reviewing, I want to look at my mistakes, I want to be very critical of myself, and I don't want to cut myself any slack. I'm not here to look at the cool plays, to look at the outplays. They're nice, but I'm not making a montage here. I'm trying to learn. So we're going to look at the mistakes in lane, some of the mistakes in the mid game, go over our key deaths. That'll be my learning and my takeaways from this game. Don't care about what my teammates did, how they played. If I want to get better, if I want to learn and improve, that's what we got to do first. So let's talk about the team comps. We're going to go over each lane. Jungle, I have a Rumble, farming jungler. I have an Ahri, roaming mid laner past level 6, and a Kalista Braum, early aggressive bot lane. They have a Xin Zhao, early aggressive jungler, Cassiopeia, good skirmisher, really good past level 6, and Ezreal Taric, probably on the safer side. Ezreal could play more aggressive if he had like a ranged enchanter with him. My matchup, Mbessa vs Gnar, pretty stable level 1 to 3, level 4, 5, 6, I can start beating the Gnar in some of the trades. Can even beat him early if he missed positions, but at level 6 specifically, he can be better than me in a 2v2 if he's mega. If he's mini, we can probably crack his head. So talking about that top lane 2v2, Mbessa Rumble, like I said, if Gnar is mini, we can crack this 2v2 extremely wide open. Rumble, when he's overheated, beats a lot of these melee champs like Xin Zhao if they try to come into him. Other than that, not really much to talk about. We know how our matchups go. Now let's get into the details of the game. We're going to start right when the lane phase is happening, and we're going to start skimming through a lot of this lane phase, looking for key points and things to go over. Level 1 to 2, pretty stable. I'm getting pushed in, trying to get whatever CS I can. I see my bot lane gets early push. My Rumble's clearing down. We have intel that Xin started his Raptors, so the best thing that we can do is make sure that we stay high HP with our jungler paddling away from us. Let him play with our aggressive early bot lane like we talked about. Make sure we don't die. Take a pretty bad level 2 trade. I actually want to go back and watch it, see what I did wrong. It's right here. The leap off my Q1 was pretty bad. That's what caused the trade to be pretty poor. So this is not good trade. Managed to block the Q, but already this is not really good. If, you know, Xin Zhao could have done like a weird clear where he does like a Raptor into his top side and then is coming behind me right now, I wouldn't really like this. Even if he's right here, I wouldn't really like this. So bad level 2 trade. It's good to know. See our bot lane fighting. Our Rumble's fully pathed down. Gnar takes a really weird trade here. I want to go over this mistake too. I kind of mess up here. I rush my Q1 when he E'd in a really poor spot. Right there when he E's past me, I could just kind of walk him down, Q1 him in the head, and Q2 him on the way out. But here I'm kind of surrendering the lane because I don't know Xin Zhao's positioning. And then Gnar made a little mistake here. He just tried to get a little cute. I killed him, and then I had to flash. I wasn't sure if Xin would be in range, so I ended up flashing away. And then right here, I opted to stay. So now my Rumble's pathed down. I've opted to stay to catch this wave. And Gnar's TPing, and I'm going to get wrapped on here. And I know what happens here. I end up dying, but I want to see if I could have done something different. So right here, I think I make a mistake by using my Q1 like this to farm when I know that I could get wrapped on. That's not really good. Because now I don't have my Q for the dive that's coming. So I'm kind of forced to use my W and my E to dash. Whereas if that guy jumps into me and I could like W into Q1, maybe I could actually outplay this a little bit, but using my Q1 on the wave when a potential dive could be coming, that's another mistake. So that death, you know, I go 1 for 1, but that death could have been avoided potentially if I either base or played a little bit better. So we TP back, and let's look at this trade that we take on Gnar right here. I'm level 5, so I want to be trading pretty aggressively. I don't mind this trade. He is going to go mega here soon. I'm trying to dodge a little bit. He just kind of walks into melee range of me. That's not a good Q1. So right here, I should probably be looking to exit. My Rumble needs a base here, and I don't have perfect intel on Xin. So if I was already playing to back up here, I could be in a better position. Like right now, I could be like right here. And then if this guy tries to jump me, like Gnar would not be in range to hit me with this W, and then I could W if Xin tries to jump into me. I even mess up my Rumble's tempo here, and he stops his base to try to help me. So that's another mistake that I made, not respecting enemy jungle timer. So those two deaths already, not really good. And even like some of the early trades, not really good. But it's good. We're making mental notes of it. We're seeing what we could improve on. Right here, I just chased down Gnar and I killed him. It's kind of whatever. I took a base after crashing the wave. Just want to see anything else. There's a few more deaths in my early lane that I'm pretty sure were not that good. Even this whole situation. How did I end up behind him here? So I think I was fishing an ult to try to go for a kill. This looks like mechanical misplay though. This whole situation is not that good. I mean, look at where Xin Zhao is. He's like on my red buff. My Braum is messing with him and I'm trying to all-in Gnar here. The reason this isn't good is because Rumble's on Dragon and now I've ulted Gnar. And even if I were to kill him, like the fact that he lives, now I'm walking in a really bad spot. I can't get back to my tower. But now if a dive comes right now, I don't have my ult to outplay. And that's what happens. I don't even remember this specific instance, but see, now I don't have my ult. So when the dive comes, like I'm forced to like walk into Gnar and I just get myself killed while my jungler's trying to make play on the other side of the map. Again, this is a really bad death. At this point, I've made like really glaring mistakes in my lane. I'm pretty sure there's one more death that happens that's pretty bad. I mean, this one is just like 1v1ing him a little bit. I think he just outplays me with his flash. Even this one I'm not like too concerned with. It's kind of whatever. But there's another one. I just want to skip to it so we can see. So right here, my Rumble again making plays on the bottom side of the map. As you can see, like I'm 3 and 4. The game is in a good spot. My bot lane is pretty strong. My Ahri is, you know, trying to assist me on some of these plays. And right here, I think I just make a mistake. I do a really good job of ulting as the Gnar ult comes. But then my click right here is bad because I kind of click into the Gnar stun. But even then, I should have just flashed once I realized I was going to get stunned. I could have potentially lived this. You know, wasted more of Zin's time on this top play. So again, this was not a good play. A lot of my deaths in the early lane, as we can see, like have to do with either mechanical misplays, disrespecting enemy jungler, and I'm causing my jungler to like overstay his tempo, making a lot of glaring mistakes. And this is why we need to be critical, because even in this game, I can tell you honestly, I was pretty tilted at some of these things that were happening. But it is not my jungler's fault. Like a lot of these decisions and the positions I'm putting myself in are completely my fault. So that's it for like the early lane. First, like, you know, we said 10 minutes, went a little over 10. Now let's look at some key mid-game plays. All right, this is the first mid-game play, and nothing too bad happens from this play, but it's not good either. So we can see my Rumble's in base, my bot lane is trying to get pushed mid. I have no intel on Gnar. I ward over the wall because I'm a little scared potentially of like a Gnar or Xin coming. And I use my full combo into the wave when I have no intel on this guy, and it causes me to have to blow my flash. And the reason this was really bad is because at this point, I'm the person in the game that's kind of made the game hard. And the best thing for me to do is either minimize, so right, try to keep my sums, keep my ult, keep my TP to help my team. Or if I'm going to play aggressive, I need to force the enemies to have to put a lot of resources and invest a lot of people and time into killing me. Right here, I got one minion wave and Gnar blew my flash for free. So this was a really big mistake that doesn't seem like a big deal in the grand scheme of things. But in a different game, in a different situation, getting your flash blown like that for free when you have no TP up and drag spawning, huge mistake. The other mid-game mistake we're going to look at comes at 1744. So this is my team getting ready to push mid and siege mid with Rift Herald. But a couple things. One, I can't get top push because Cassio's up here. And in a straight 1v1, when I don't have my ult, Cassio cracks my head. My team is also down 3 ultimates, and it's on Ahri, Kalista, Braum. Like, these are pretty big ultimates. And it's not like we're a team that has good setup for Rumble ult, so it's not like he could, like, 1v9 carry the fight. And I'm not giving good communication to my team here, so I'm not letting them know that I can't move to this play by pinging that. I'm not pinging that Cassio could be moving. And even in this situation, after Rift Herald is dropped, I'm not even paying attention to what my team could potentially need. Look, my Ahri's in base, Cassio can move. If I'm really locked in here, I could communicate this to my team to pack ping them off this play, because I know that this will not be a good fight because we don't have numbers and we don't have ults. So again, this is a type of mistake to me that if you're being really critical of yourself, and I have no mental stack right here, right? I'm not laning against anyone. I could be free thinking for my team here while they're getting ready to pull a fight. I could communicate to them that this is a bad play, so I would say this is my mistake. Alright guys, that's going to do it for the solo queue game review. Like I said, this is how I review my games if I'm really trying to get into the learning, trying to get into the details, as Coach Curtis would say. So that's it for the game. Like I said, I don't go over the glazing plays. We're not going to go over the cool plays or the super late game plays. review your early game, review your early deaths, go over 1 to 2 mid game things. Keep it simple. It's not that hard, I promise you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.